Hello, my name is Grumpy. Grumpy eye. Grumpy eye. Grumpy eye.
Let's watch it.
Star Citizen is more than just a space game. As the work continues building out
It's the best space game ever.
our first-person persistent universe of sundry stunning star systems with planets and professions and possibilities in profusion, one might suspect that the strive is set solely on spreading space-wise. But for the tight team of dedicated developers on EU Sandbox 2, one of their maturing missions is to drill deep down, descending beyond and below the barren bottoms of the beneath, to originate and occasion ongoing opportunities for exciting and edifying experiences for everyone to enter, engage, and enjoy. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
So we're building a playground where every aspect...
Oh, yeah, this guy, we saw this guy. If you don't remember, he was in an ISC. He was showing us like Excel sheets on the bunker missions, because that's what they had back then. Now they have a bit more.
Universe game is we're building a playground for all of... There's not all of it. We're building a playground for the... I've forgotten it already. What is it?
Oh, this is scripted.
Where?
This is scripted.
Maybe say it another way. Playground.
How can it be scripted and most of it is just bad?
Potential. Every aspect. We're building a playground where every aspect of Star Citizen gameplay can occur. Thank you. Nailed it. Hello, me again. Second time, but third time for this. Giving you a bit of an update on the underground facilities. So the first time you saw them was at CitizenCon last year. Ian was going through...
Right, before they start talking about the bunkers, because I like watched it up until like 3 minutes, I will love them, and CAG, if you're listening, and you're not, but keep these bunkers just so we have some variety. Not as like as a legacy thing, but like maybe even as a legacy thing. Just like keep them scattered around the place so we have more variety, basically, so we can have like different
all the
kind of gameplay.
Then last time and first time you saw me, I was going through the planning and all those riveting Excel sheets. This time I'm showing you where we're at, currently in production. We're midway through White Box, and you know, this for us is a good phase for locking down where...
Also, remember when they said that they don't have ultra wides? I don't know if they said that they don't have ultra wides, but like the game was not optimized for ultra wides, but this guy has one.
For us is a good phase for locking down where we're at and where we want to go. It shows us that, you know, we can play the spaces, and you'll see that they are quite big, but our intention is to fill them, and missions that we could have kind of go along the lines of, yes, you've got your delivery missions, but also, you know, maybe you're seeking out and protecting a VIP, maybe you're assassinating a VIP, maybe you're doing a bit of a heist, maybe you're just mining or resource collection. Basically anything that exists currently in the Star Citizen universe and what's to come will also be in here, so try and keep that in mind when we're playing through the spaces.
Okay.
But aside from that, yes, everything is work in progress, so things will change. Just want to get that disclaimer out there now.
Everything is work in progress.
And seeing where we're up to.
I thought that like Star Citizen was a work in progress game.
Now we just placed the UGF here for the moment, just so we can test it on a planet, and not worry about it accidentally going into the game before it needs to. And I'm gonna take you in. Now, please ignore my flying skills. They're not the best. I'm just here for doing environments. Now, as you can see, it's quite a large structure. It looks good on the surface of a planet.
Really big.
There are hangars here. You can land on landing pads. We're thinking about how, you know, the function of the place. So, as you can see, it's quite a formidable structure. Hangars on either side, landing pads, so you can move your cargo back and forth. But for us, we're going to just land, hopefully, on the top.
So wait, is there like any other second entrance? I watched like up until now, up until this point. So is there like a planetary entrance, or do you need to land on the pad here?
Oh my god!
I mean, I'm not asking you guys, but like I would love to have like more than one point of entry.
Whoa! There we go.
He didn't cut the engines, so the Pisces is not going to be there when he comes back.
Okay, so let's get out of this Pisces. Now, as we go in, there are going, like I said before, there's lots of work in progress stuff. There's going to be things clipping in and out. Try to look past that and to what it is we're actually showing.
What was the structure at the
progress at the end of the day? So
I saw something. Is that a structure or is it just a rock?
That.
This here. It looks like the Horston building.
And to what it is we're actually showing. It is still work in progress at the end of the day. So right now we're just dismounting in front of our lobby. If we're on a planet with no atmosphere, we've got these airlocks that you can use to go into the main lobby area. And in we go.
Are we gonna get some like variety with the airlocks at some point ever?
Okay, so we're in now, kind of our lobby we'll get into.
It's another one of these bunkers nearby, really? They're that big? Okay.
So this, when you first...
Honestly, I don't understand one thing. Is this like the only bunker that we're gonna get? Or the bunker, the UGF, whatever? Because like, it's okay. I didn't see the rest of it. But like, it doesn't matter what's on the inside. It matters what's on the outside for the immersion, right? So... like why I'm asking that is because like if every bunker or every UGF looks the same from the outside, it's just gonna be whatever. If they have some variety with that too, just visually, it doesn't really need to be like that complicated. That would be cool.
First turn up to the UGF and your rep is, you know, rock bottom. You're going to come here first. And this is kind of the introduction to whatever company owns the UGF.
You need an airlock on a planet that appears to be habitable because it's just going to be a copy-pasted UGF. That's why.
And you'll be getting some missions from in this place, but you can see it's quite going for that brutalist structure, but having all this glass kind of makes it so you can kind of let the outside in a way, and you can see by looking out these windows, we can kind of take a look at kind of again the expanse of the structure. And I think in the background over here, that's that is another UGF. So like I said,
it's the same. It's the same.
It's quite a big thing on the surface of the planet, which is awesome. So in here, this is not just a through space. We're going to have some offices on the back. And
so for you guys that watched this yesterday, are they going to talk about like any gameplay that's going to be attached to this?
All of these, you know, there's going to be some alternate routes that you can take, but we're building up all these spaces like it's a living...
Oh, this is going to be like a office area? So like, are you going to clear all of this from like NPCs? I mean, it looks cool.
Corporate focused.
Although it's not finished, but it like looks like you can have like Siege of Orison, right? If they just showed us Siege of Orison, and what they did, we were like, okay, whatever. Like we have no idea what this is gonna be. But for UGFs, I guess we do know because we will go there and kill NPCs. So this is gonna be a pretty cool like battleground. And I know that there is like a like underwater? No, underwater. No. Like there's an area, like it's a bunker, so there's an area under it.
Now let's make our way down.
You talked about the missions?
Itself,
okay, nice.
Because, you know, that's what this thing's for. So you get the limbo elevator down, and that brings us to this kind of pedestrian entry area.
Wait, where was the elevator?
That's what this thing's for. So you get the limbo elevator down, and that
They
brings
didn't
us
show
to
the
this
elevator
kind of pedestrian
at all. Okay.
entry area. This is where we're going to have some weirdness, and then it clips into our
Okay, that's another
main
object container, I guess.
top of the elevator room, which you can see.
A lot of
there,
potential
which is
here,
lovely.
yeah.
Let's just make our way through. So there, this is the top elevator room.
Now look, if this whole thing is gonna be like inhibited by like Ninetales or whoever, if this is just like a railing and not an actual wall, you're gonna have an issue here because there's a lot of spots where you can be shot from. So I'm not sure if this whole like area is gonna be like in play, but
Let's just make our way through. So there, this is the top elevator.
do the elevators work? I don't know.
Again, there's kind of access to the outside, there's access to side rooms and other rooms from here. But essentially, this is where you're going to be in order to get downstairs. You have to come to a room like this. I'm just going to kind of walk you through it and go to our cargo office. But lots to do, lots of people milling about, lots of space to, you know, to do things. So in we go.
To do what things? What kind of things? Are you gonna like come here to do some commerce? Are you gonna like trade with these guys, or are you just like gonna clear the bunkers? Like, what's the gameplay that's like attached to this?
But lots to do, lots of people milling about, lots of space to, you know, to do things. So in we go.
Honestly, at this point, yeah, I see that you guys are just like quoting him. I'm not sure if they are like even if they started off building the bunkers with intention to give it gameplay afterwards, or maybe they had like, for me, I would start with the gameplay. So we need something that's going to contain this kind of gameplay. That's how I would start. And then like build the whole building around the gameplay. But I'm not sure that they started like that. And that's like scary to a degree.
So this is our version of our cargo office. So you'd get delivery missions from here. You could buy.
Okay, delivery missions here. So up until this point, you shouldn't be engaging any Ninetales or like NPCs, because you gotta enter here and get the delivery mission. Although, like, you just wasted at least like 3 minutes walking around just to get to this, but okay, whatever.
Buy items.
Like
a lot of our rooms are going to feature this
UAC.
kind of door with pedestrians on either side, and that's just so that we've got that kind of functionality throughout the space where, you know, things will be moving around and really the pedestrians want to be out of the way type of thing. Let's just have a look into the space itself. Everything's controlled by this kind of observation tower.
Right.
For us, we're gonna head downstairs.
Looks nice, but like, is this like a cargo area? Like you can see one on Cruel 1? No. What is it? What is it? Hurl 1? I forgot, but like there's a... No, it's on Everest, like right on the Everest Harbor. You have like the cargo area where you can buy the multi-tools and all of that. Is that like the same thing? Is this gonna be that? Also, is every bunker gonna contain this?
And we can do that quite quickly.
I still don't see any gameplay.
kind of
Like,
small-
I can see a lot of space where you can do stuff. Like, go and buy. Like, are they making another shopping mall?
The pedestrian elevators. So away we go. Now the depth
This looks
of the
Immersive?
level is going to change
submersive.
in every UGF. No, that's going to be procedurally generated, a lot like the rooms as well.
Right, so they're sticking to procedurally
And
generated
The
UGFs.
elevator's just
That's
going to
fine.
move him back up. Now you could take the cargo elevator down, that's fine, but that's going to be fully automated. whereas these pedestrian elevators are going to be more independent, so and faster as well. So you can see that disappearing up.
Look, the issue here is that I'm not sure if they're taking this, if they want to make this UGF or all UGFs as like dungeons, basically, like in other MMOs, or is it going to be like, yeah, you have this and it's a mall and you go and buy stuff there, you sell stuff there, and that's it. And then maybe all the way underground, you go there to like kill a few people and finish your mission.
To the top.
So many elevators to kill you, yeah.
Of the elevator room. So again, nice big space, very functional. There's going to be, you know, things loaded on and off. And then this gives us kind of access to the rooms, or the wings on either side, I should say. So as we release more content for this,
all the rails that prevent you to like just jump down and speed up the whole process.
You're going to get more expansive wings, different themes, that kind of thing. Now the doors here are a bit misaligned. Again, work in progress. And this is a security checkpoint. So hopefully you've got the right credentials.
What? Security checkpoint after all of this? So, from what I can, like, yeah, this looks like Lorville, honestly. I don't know. But what I wanted to say, like, up until this point, I think, like, most of the area that we already saw for, like, almost 10 minutes is going to be, like, passive, that they're not, like, nobody's going to attack you there. It's going to be clear. So,
Credentials. You're going to get checked, you're going to get scanned.
Scammed?
But what if you haven't
scanned?
got those credentials? Well, there are alternate routes in. You know, down here that you can see there's a little hatch, so maybe you're sneaking your way under the floor, or are you making your way over the top on piping?
All right, some gameplay in mind.
Ways in.
That's cool.
So again, we're in a bigger room now. In the white box, it's really good to just call out, yes, your alternate routes, yes, your main path, but also where can you get on and off of those? What's rock? What's metal? What's a feature? What isn't? Because it can call that
What's
out.
a feature? What's a bug?
Now, it means that we're giving people more information as they go into the next phase. Again, so this is just an example of a kind of maybe a rock room, which kind of just links two rooms together. Maybe there's some storage.
Okay, I know that like they are not showing any like assets around, so I guess maybe these are going to be like non-movable boxes or containers or whatever. But I'm not seeing like a lot of cover here right now, so I'm not sure that this is going to be an FPS level. Still, like most of it is just like open space. Maybe it just like needs a bunch of like boxes laying around so you can have
Room,
an actual
which
like
kind of
FPS
just links
level
two rooms together.
for cover, basically.
Maybe there's some storage. Now, can I just jump over this because I forgot to put stairs in? Over to the other side. And these are kind of our biggest doorways, but I'm not going to go down this, but we're going to have smaller doors into the space. So
Okay.
in here, it's kind of like, well, where do these lead? We're going to have to wait for that, I'm afraid. So that one up there, that's where you'd kind of navigate to each room through the ceiling.
Wait, you can climb here? Through here? Okay.
Navigate to each room through the ceiling.
Sure.
So we're back in that big room from before. Now, when the rooms are this big, we can do a bit more with them. So there's an area out back here. There's, you know, rooms and maybe even some control points. So what if this bridge, I know it's a little blurred.
Okay, this is starting to look like an FPS level. And I'm liking this. This has like a strong Star Wars vibe here.
I know it's a little blurred over this chasm. What if you could retract that back and forth? what if it's not even there? How are you going to make your way across? That's not for me to
You will
decide.
need to find a key card and click a button, and that's it.
You as the player, when you're getting in and out, to decide. But for the moment, we're just going to make our way through. Yeah, if you fall down there, you're probably going to die, so watch out for those kind of things. But there are still, hopefully you can find your way on these main routes. Some side rooms you could play, but then also, this bit's under construction now, but I wonder when it's going to be in the future. And,
wonder?
having all these spaces kind of...
You wonder? Also, this is the script here that he's reading.
to this level of detail. It's really rough, as you can see, but I'm walking around unhindered. I can step up and down this thing. I can see where kind of a building might be, or where we could have mission spawners, or maybe that's where you need to get to. You've got this main route, but we've also considered the alternate route. So if you're sneaking in, where can you go?
But why are you sneaking in, though? Like, look, this is all like this is again potential, right? There's a lot of potential and a lot of things potentially to do in this whole place. But we need to start talking about that. Like, what are you going to do in this whole building? What are you going to do in, like, a bunch of these kinds of buildings that are going to be procedurally generated? What is the gameplay intention here? Is it like Siege of Horizon? Is it classic bunker mission? Is it a delivery mission? Is it like find and collect? Is it a steal, hack, or whatever? When are we going to get more gameplay? Like, they're adding more and more assets, which is nice, and hopefully there's going to, like, bring us more variety, but also we need variety in the like gameplay department. That's the issue. Like, I don't have any incentive, me myself, I don't have any incentive to play Star Citizen right now. I tried salvage in the last patch. PES is great, sure. It's cool for boarding and all of that. I'm not into PvP anymore, so I'm not sure that I will be playing 318 outside the streams. And I'm not even sure that I'm going to play 318 during the streams. There are, like, so many better games. Like, right now, on Twitch, I'm playing, like, almost every day. I was playing Sons of the Forest. It's an amazing fucking game. It's a pre-alpha. Or, no, it's not a pre-alpha. It's an early access game. It's not that expensive as far as I remember. Like, it was $30. It wasn't that bad. And it's basically a finished game, but they're going to add more to it. And it's really good. And the graphics are fucking amazing. Like, the best graphics that I saw in a game ever up until now. So there's a lot to do in that game. Yes, it has some broken elements and all of that, but, like, Star Citizen needs to, like, pick up the fucking pace, and they need to give us more things to do in the game. Because, like, yeah, you're gonna have this whole bunker and all of that. Amazing, great, looks great. It's probably gonna be shiny as hell, and like super, like, eye candy, as per usual with everything in Star Citizen, like with everything in Star Citizen. But what gameplay is going to be attached to this whole facility?
And this is kind of predominantly... Well, actually, having said that, there's pipes up there, so you can...
Well, if you're playing Sons of the Forest, you can follow me on Twitch, and we can
and then
play together. Or you can
sneak around. What
chill in my streams.
People are down there and they spot you. You've got to contend with that.
Again, we're talking about the sneaking mechanics that, like, the whole time he's talking about, like, alt routes and all of that, which is okay, but, like, sneaking mechanics are not in the game, and they were showcased 2 years ago during CitizenCon, like 2021. I think it was 2021. So where are they?
And then this is more of a hero room at the moment. This is like a warehouse. So this is same level of detail as the rest that we've just walked through, but the lighting's had a bit of a better pass on it. We're midway through this white box process at the moment. Things can change still. You know, maybe the alternate route is where that guy in red is down there, but if you fall down that one, you might end up breaking your legs. You know, all of these containers, maybe the straddle frames are moving things around. Potentially, if you're on a mission where you want to steal something, maybe it's in one of those containers. Hopefully a big, you know, working space, sandbox within a sandbox, you could say. What I do like about this room is that you've got these straddle frames, you know, why not get onto the top of them and get to the cabin? But also when you're in the depths of the room, it's kind of like you've got these big piles of crates. Maybe you're sneaking between them.
Maybe. Why though?
Yeah, you're rifling through the...
Rifling. Okay, so this could be like a PvP map, right? Hopefully.
Contents of one and then trying to get out.
No, this is not for orgs. This is like instead of the bunkers that we have right now.
So there we go. That's where we're currently at. Like I said, we're midway through White Box. We've got a bit of time left.
All right, so maybe in a year we're gonna get the bunkers. Fucking hell.
To polish these rooms up and get the rest done. We're more or less at about 17 rooms, and then each of those rooms will have 2 overlays. So
they said, I'm not sure if I remember it correctly, but it was like 200 rooms for like the whole procedurally generated thing. So this is gonna take a while.
Plenty of content for this initial release. Hope you enjoyed it.
At this point, there's no reason to ask when, because like they basically just started.
So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned...
Well, Jared, I don't know what we learned this week, because yes, it's better than what we had with the fucking Excel sheet, but also it's not good. Like, it just goes to show that, yeah, you're working on it, but also you didn't tell us much. You told us, like, you showcased the gray box, or no, the white box, even though it's gray, but like the white box, and that's it. And yeah, great, cute, but what kind of gameplay? Where's hacking? Where is hacking at? Where is like... See, like the issue is that they can add a bunch of like different structures to the game, but then what's the point if there is no gameplay attached to it? Like, or if the gameplay is the same as what we have right now, or if in the end the pay is too low. Like, it took him like fucking 15 minutes just to walk around. So are you gonna still get like 25,000 alpha UEC for clearing the whole thing? That's probably gonna change, right? But is it gonna be OP then? I didn't see any like talk about like any respawn points inside. If you're gonna clear the whole facility, and if there's gonna be like hundreds of people inside, excuse me, like, you will need to have a respawn point inside, just like as a save point, right? Or you have like a carrack that you parked on the top. I don't know. But since this is gonna go onto YouTube as a separate video, you that are watching the stream right now, stick around. But I gotta thank my patrons and my YouTube supporters. If you want to support me, there's a Patreon link down in the description of the video. There's a YouTube join button right there. There's a super chat during the premieres and during live streams over there, so you can donate and help me out buying the new rig that I need for streaming and all that, and for making videos, because making videos was it started being like so fucking with a new rig. Also, there's merch with a new rig, with this rig that I have, which is fairly new, but it's just not working anymore. Also, there's merch. Merch is amazing, all done by me, all funny and all of that. And yeah, that's what I have to say. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to bring the towel when you're trying through space. And we can continue with the stream.